Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 19, Episode 6 of Eldritch Horror. We are playing the Mountains of Madness with the rise of the Elder Things. Let's jump into gameplay. Okay, wrapped up round 5. We're going to jump into round number 6. We've got the lake camp with the rampaging Shoggoth. We've got the frozen waste. We have a clue on the city of Elder Things. Patrice Hathaway, the violinist, is in the Snowy Mountain, just wrapped up an encounter there, and we've got Daisy Walker, the librarian, in the Miskatonic Outpost. So I probably will have Patrice Hathaway make her way over to Heart of Winter. Tome. Gains +2 mind during combat and encounter. Yeah, the thing is I want her to fight this Shoggoth, because she's got the spear and it's got 4, and actually she does have +2 strength, so I might send Daisy Walker there. Let's see how it works out, and I can send her to the Frozen Waste. We'll just try it out. Okay, we'll have a quick word from our sponsor, and then we will jump into the next round gameplay. Thank you for watching. Pontos Fathom Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got Nereus Media as a special guest sponsor for this Halloween season. Check out Clones, Antichrist, and Flesh Androids, wrapping up with the Trump trilogy and the God Emperor of Trump. We've also got our August Moldenhauer and Giuseppe Balsamo Catu journals out of Lovecraft's Providence, including the Genealogy of Cthulhu, the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, and the Alchemy of Azathoth. Our 3 volumes of the Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines. We have a podcast channel as well, where you can pick up our book version of that with the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, the Esoteric Saturn Mysteries, and our latest Dirges of the Alabaster Kings. And finally, Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamland Saga, which takes place in H.P. Lovecraft's Dreamlands, Book 1, in the city of Celophace, Hope's home in Dalathleen, and Stubborn Devotions at the Temple of Hypnos in Ruined Thrawn. Now back to our gameplay. Okay, jumping into the next round, we'll start out with our bootlegger, Finn Edwards. We're going to send him off to Rilliet, going across the board this way, coming out the board this way. He's going to have an encounter there with the cultist. Next up, we will place Daisy Walker, the librarian. Let's just check her active token here. When you gain this card, gain 2 tome artifacts. Oh wait, it says after performing a rest action, you may spend 5 clues. 5 clues. She has no clues. Okay, so maybe we're going to get her to go toward these clues as well. I am going to send Daisy Walker into the lake camp. She has a focus token, so that's fine. And we will send Patrice Hathaway, the violinist, up into there. It says if you're in a space with a token, you may perform an arrest action to get an additional ritual or tome possession. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go into our encounter phase. So first off, we will have Finn Edwards, the bootlegger. He will combat this cultist. First up, he has the mind, which he passes, and then next up he has his strength, which he passes. So cultist has 1. We gain a random ally from the deck when we fight against these cultists. So the idea is we're freeing the mind from... So we'll just grab a random ally from the deck. And we've got Amory Wendy Smith. When you gain this card, you gain 1 tome artifact as well. So let's find a tome artifact. We get the occult text. So he's gained 2. He gets +1 during combat encounters with this. Let's go ahead and we will have Daisy Walker up next. She will. Oh, so he's going to have to close the gate. Sorry. There's the gate here, but also he was going here for the reason of this card. So it says when you resolve a space containing a gate, you may banish the darkness from the night sky. You may spend clues equal to half to solve this rumor. Okay. All right. Doesn't have any clues. That's the problem. Okay, but he can go to this clue to do that as well. So let's have him go do that next round. He can go try to close the gate. So he will go into the gate of Rilia. He has Yugoth. Strange luminescence murals have painted on the dark stone. They depict a family of outer gods. You spend one focus. Okay, spend a focus to do this. To learn the story being shown. The children of Klukshilek fled Yugoth to avoid being eaten by their father. You can use this path to return home. Close the gate. Some of the glowing points on your skin. Let's roll this. If you pass... Okay, nothing, but if you fail, there's a problem. Okay, so he has managed to close the Rilia gate. You can see that's kind of a cool one. We don't see that often. Rising up out of the ocean. Okay, we'll go on to the lake camp with Daisy Walker. She's going to combat with the rampaging Shuggoth. First, she will run a mind check. She does get a plus for the mind check, so she passes. And she has +2 to strength, and she has +1 combat. And she gets 1, 2. And I can re-roll this focus. 3 damage. And I believe she gets a +1 in combat. +1 from the tome in combat. So that's going to give her 1 more die. 1 more die roll. And that's a 5. So she's going to get the 4 for the Shuggoth. Okay, so Shuggoth off the board. Focus token back there. So she's defeated that. She does need to do the Lake Camp encounter. So let's go to a yellow encounter card. Lake Camp encounter says, you scrape and dig to free the plains from the ice and snow. Pass. One of them can be salvaged. You may move up to 2 spaces on this sideboard. If you fail, okay, so she can move up to 2 spaces. Let's have her go 1, 2 spaces where she can go to the City of Elder Things and resolve that next round. So that'll be hers, and she gets this lake camp. She places it here. It's equal to half of the investigators at the end of the turn, so we get to close this Mountains of Madness. So we will do that at the end of the turn. Okay, let's go to Patrice Hathaway, the violinist. She's in the Frozen Wastes. Frozen Wastes, we'll give her a Frozen Waste encounter, also a yellow encounter card, Frozen Wastes. A preserved body lies in the snow, and you salvage some of his gear. Gain 1 random item asset from the deck. So 1 random item asset. 1 random item asset from the deck. We gain a mysterious tome for Patrice. And then it says Frozen Waste. You've gone so long without eating that you're tempted to open a corpse for food. Let's see if she passes. Passes, she recovers 1 health. Okay, so fine. Give her 1 health to recover. All right, next up, this token also can be placed on the next one, so we don't need to have 3. So let's just go ahead and read these before we go. So the next one, we've claimed our first one. The next one will be an expedition compromised. When this card enters play, place a mystery token on the lake camp of Elder Things. So we're going to grab a mystery token here. Mystery token. And we can read that later, so that's fine. And we have this extra token. I'll give it to Patrice, place later. Okay. Next up, we have our Mythos card. Mythos card engaged. Mythos card says, so we spawn 2 clues. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of rumors going on. This is rough. So spawn 2 clues. We've got 1 on 2. We've got 1 on 11. Here's 10. And where is 11? Here's 11. The clue's all over the place now. Okay, Mythos card says space 20. Where's space 20? 19. Space 20 is here. We put a rumor on space 20. Active rumor on space 20. It says, around the world, children are being stolen from their homes. No government or institution will aid you in the abduction. You must travel to Indonesia and appease the vengeful spirit of the Weave Global. Time is running out. Ongoing rumor. As an encounter and investigator in space 20 must attempt to appease the vengeful spirit. I think I'm going to have to send the bootlegger back here as well. Okay. So this one gets closed. What happened to the other encounter? Did I put it underneath the board here? Oh no, it's right here, expedition compromise. Okay, so this one I'll just put up here as finished. That's our first one we finished. Okay, and then that's gonna do it for the round. So we will see you in the next gameplay. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.